Oh my god, it's like the worst ever. It appears like that, yes. It appears like my stream crashed. It does appear like my stream crashed. You know, I actually hate my internet company, man. Like this, I'm sorry to say the word, and I'm being really rude right now, but honestly, these degenerate people just cannot realize the fact that when I'm paying for a service, I'm paying for it to be in a really good shape, you know? Like it actually sucks, man. They keep doing this. Like for the last 3 days, I've actually lost connection like multiple times. I keep calling these idiots in the phone, and I've been really patient. I've been like, okay, man, is something wrong with the internet? And they're like, no, it's just like the whole zone which doesn't have like internet. And I'm like, okay, but 1, twice, 3 times, 4 times. I'm like, okay, man, I actually need this internet. Like I'm actually paying for the service to have internet in my home. I'm not paying to have it like for like 10 minutes and then for it to like disconnect. I need it full time, and you have promised me like whenever you sign like the internet contract, there's a rule where they basically promise you internet 99.99% of the time. So I keep telling these guys, man, what the hell is wrong with these people? Like it's actually getting annoying that I keep having disconnects from my internet company right now, and I keep calling these guys. I keep like being like really calm, really respectful to them. Like I'm being really respectful, honestly. Every single time that we speak on the phone, I'm being really respectful. I'm like, hello, I'm having issues again. I've been calling for like the 4th time in a row for the last 2 days, and I'm really trying to not be annoying, but this is really effing with me. I need my internet to be in a really good shape, in a really good position, in a really good quality, because that's what I'm paying all the money for. And they're like, yes, we understand, sir, we will do everything we can to ensure that you have the best quality possible. And 2 hours later, I'm having like another cut down. So it's getting to the point where, you know, man, suing some of these conglomerates, if I may call them, it's not the worst idea. Spark, hello man, welcome to the stream, how are you doing? Damn son, the Albanian government got you on the list? Yeah, it appears like that. I don't know, man, like it's getting really annoying. To pay for a service only to get the shittiest quality possible of it, it's really annoying. Like, what is the point of me paying for my internet if I'm gonna get like a really terrible service? I don't know about you guys, but that really messes with me when it comes to, like, I'm paying money for this shit, man. You are literally advertising the best internet in Albania, because okay, Vodafone is basically like the biggest there is in Albania. When it comes to like home internet, they're like the biggest, and I keep speaking to these people. They are basically like the biggest internet provider in Albania. They provide the best service. I keep going to them. I tell them like, are you sure you have the best service? Like I really need good internet because, well, I stream. And they're like, yes, we understand that. We are we promise you that 99.9% of the time you will have internet in your house. And I'm like, okay, I'm just not expecting to be in such a shitty company after all. Well, I'm okay, but the KVK you're looking at is really annoying. I hate my fights there. Yes, Spark, I know, man. I'm not gonna lie. You are doing really bad. Like, well, not you personally. I mean, like, as the Earth Camp, you are doing really bad right now. Like, you are in a really bad position. It seems like you cannot even keep it up anymore. Riffin, hello, man. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? How was your weekend, brother? I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, the KVK is really not going bad for, or not going well for your side, man. Like, why is there such, like, well, not enough activity from the Earth Camp? Like, what is the point? Are you not in your most active hours? What exactly is going on, man? I definitely wasn't expecting like the Earth Camp to be overpowered so hard, and for the Water Camp to actually be fighting on 1 versus 2. Damn, sorry, you're doing really bad. You didn't have to rub it in. I didn't mean like Spark in particular is doing bad. I mean, like the whole kingdom, or rather the whole like coalition, the all like Earth camp is just not exactly fighting that much. So again, I'm just trying to understand what is going on with the KVK. It seemed as if 3208 was in a really good spot along with their allies, and as if they would actually be having a really strong like Kingsland, but instead 36 hours into the fight, 3208 and their allies basically have zero fight in them. I ain't gonna lie, man, I feel bad for the water camp right now. Maybe the enemies are just too strong. Maybe they have a lot more resources. Like I'm just trying to understand my everything that's going on with KVK. The problem is we have young kingdoms in our camp like 3208 and 3289. What is really bad for us, some kingdoms are 1300 days older than us. So you are having some really old kingdoms is what you're saying, and old kingdoms just do not have enough fighting them. I don't know, why do I keep thinking that normally old kingdoms should be a lot more structured? So is it me who actually believes that an old kingdom should be a lot more structured than a new kingdom, to the point where they are a lot more dangerous? Because new kingdoms make a lot of mistakes. Old kingdoms, well, they've basically cleared everything out. They have exactly the members that they want. Okay, let's see this is Zugliao now. Enrage, Warcry, Bowling, okay. Alert, Cohesive, Focus Fire. This is the one that I have, I believe. Elite, Infantry Attack 3.2, Archer Defense 6.6. Well, okay, does this even matter? Like, he's gonna be like an archer, so probably the 3.2% infantry attack you do not need. That being said, you have like 3 archer buffs, which is good. Yeah, you do need to maybe work a little bit on the infantry and the siege unit, maybe like transmute some of this stuff, but that being said, yeah, it's in a really good position. My stream quality is good, okay, just checking it just in case, because anything can happen. The resources are not a problem. For 1606 they have plenty. Yeah, all kingdoms are way stronger because they got more KVKs and older accounts. Yeah, exactly. So technically you're saying that it's 3208 and the new kingdoms who are like the problem, right? Because like 3208 is allied with 2774 and 3289, which, okay, 3289 is technically a lot older than 3208. But the rest of the kingdoms though, yeah, like technically I would be led to believe that as an older kingdom, they should have everything in place. Like newer kingdoms are usually like the weakest ones, is because they still have yet to understand like who their strongest members are, who to keep, who to remove, how to basically kick everyone who's like inactive or doesn't carry the weight of the KVKs. So there's a lot more selecting to do on a newer kingdom, whereas on an old one you basically know your core group, you know who's coming in and who's doing bad, you know who to kick out, you know who to bring in, you know who to keep. So all of this actually matters. Yeah, all of our kingdoms except 1606 are younger, and the diplomacy in our camp is meh. Yeah, that really sucks, man, because I feel like 3208 and their allies and 2774 and 3289, I feel like all of these were really great kingdoms in themselves, to the point where I believe that the Earth camp should have been one of the most powerful ones. I'm not gonna lie, seeing the fight that you guys had at Zone 5, I believe that maybe I believe that the Earth camp should have been one of the most powerful ones, and you should have probably kept fighting for at least like 2 days when it came to the Kingsland. But I came home today to check the state of the KVK, and I was really surprised to see that the Earth camp had actually lost all their land in here. And whenever I saw this, I was like, okay, it seems like the water camp has actually allowed the Earth camp to fight a little bit more, but then I keep seeing this, and I'm not gonna lie, man, this is really terrifying when it comes to the coalition. Like the whole, I would say 90% of the wind camp is basically fighting the fire camp, the earth camp, I'm sorry, 90% of the wind camp right here is basically fighting the water camp. So for the earth camp to not being able to hold their own against even 10% of the wind camp, this is really terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. So I don't know, I feel like even 3269 being like a C rank or a B rank being my kingdom probably would have put a lot more fighting into this one. So I'm just trying to realize, like, is this not maybe like your most active hours, or maybe you just don't want to win this fight anymore? Maybe a lot of your core members just gave up. Like, yeah, like I'm trying to rub myself when it comes to like this this kingdom status and what exactly is causing it. But yeah, man, that being said, I really feel bad about the fact that you tried so hard to have a good KVK and it turns out to not be as welcoming. I ain't gonna lie, like for the last 2 KVKs, you guys really were unlucky, and it feels bad because 3208 in itself is a really good kingdom. It's a really powerful one, and it should definitely keep winning a lot more KVKs than whatever you are winning right now. Wind and Fire are fighting water. There are like 6 kingdoms in total against 2, and 3198 just had the rape from Flesh. Yeah, 3198, I believe that we fought these guys in like KVK2. Yeah, we definitely fought 3198 in KVK2, and it was a funny story because we actually believed that we were going to lose that KVK, and we were allied with 3198. Like, we were doing really bad in the Kingsland. We were basically being destroyed by our enemy, and then 3198 just comes in, they just destroy everyone, they kill everyone, they kill 3201, they kill 32, I believe it was 3208, they kill like 3192 or something like that, like 3194, I'm sorry, 3205, another one, 3204, like 3198 was basically destroying everyone by themselves, and I'm well aware of how powerful 3198 is in itself as a kingdom. So yeah, for these guys to struggle so hard, it's really bad. And we have a problem with filling flags. I don't know why. Maybe you just need to find like the best commander that you have. Also, sacrifice some troops, like that's part of the game, unfortunately. I feel like a lot of people just don't want to lose troops anymore the way they used to. A lot of people just want to field fight a lot more, they want to earn a lot more points. A lot of like accounts realize that instead of just fighting when it comes to like objectives, you can just like field fight or ground fight, and you will lose a lot less troops. But unfortunately, you will never be able to win a KVK if you don't sacrifice the troops. The whole idea of the field fighting is you field fight so you can push back the enemy, so you can basically burn the flag. So if you push the enemy, if you keep pushing back the enemy but you never burn the flag, then you've actually achieved nothing. If we would do 1 versus 1, I guess we would win, mate. If you mean like 1 versus 1 with 3198, then okay, I don't know who would win what, but all I can say is that the fire camp just didn't appear as powerful as the wind camp, as the earth camp in the beginning. I actually believe that you guys should have killed the fire camp. I wouldn't say easily, but you definitely should have had the advantage. So I'm actually surprised that coming into this Kingsland, I'm seeing that the earth camp is appearing to be a lot weaker than whatever they started with. And honestly, the water camp is doing like amazing job. Like, they are basically fighting 2 kingdoms at the same time, yesterday and today as well. By the way, Ever, did you buy anything from the event? It's gonna be gone in 2 hours. Yes, like from the event I actually got mostly like I got like the materials. I completed some of the objectives. I didn't complete some other ones. Like I didn't do the whole 400 barbs thing. I just wanted to do a lot more forts because I need the books of convenience so I can upgrade my castle and get my tier 5. Even though the event was really good, for me to kill 400 barbs, I feel like there would be a lot of wasted action points. So there were a couple of stuff that I didn't do in the event, but that being said, yeah, I actually got some good materials. Like I got some chests and everything. Now the one problem that we had as 3269, unfortunately, is that we never got to level 2 of the feast. Every single feast that we did was actually only level 1, and I feel really bad about it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really pissed off when it comes to the state of my kingdom right now, and the fact that we were not able to gain the level 2 feast, or the level 1, or the level 3, I'm sorry. But overall the event went well. Now we have a mobilization, alliance mobilization event, which is coming really soon, and I feel like this is going to be a real, if I may say, like mirror of my kingdom state right now, because we removed a lot of people. After the last KVK, we actually removed a lot of people from like 3269, and right now we have no idea. Personally, I have no idea as to what state the KVK, I'm sorry, the kingdom is in. I feel like we have actually weakened ourselves too much, to the point where 3269 is not exactly as powerful as it was before, and I'm just hoping, like I'm actually hoping that we can be in a good state to get like level 10 or level 12 of the alliance mobilization event that is coming. Like we are in a really bad place. I use my troops, I can use 2 of my 4 marches. I even took rallies to take their attention away. Oh man, sucks. Tier 5 is not important for field fighting. I also try to fight only tier 4, yes. I feel like you need tier 5 only whenever you want to like hold the ground for like a really important objective. Like you know that it's gonna cost you real hard, but it's more important to hold the ground than it is to like field fight. But if you're like normally like casually field fighting, not exactly for like an objective, tier 4 is a lot more beneficial. You need tier 5 only to hold the ground. If you are fighting for an objective, yes, definitely go with tier 5 in my opinion. You will actually hold the ground, you will push the enemy back, and you will be able to get that that objective a lot sooner. But if you're just like field fighting for the fight of it, and there's not exactly like an objective to keep or to fight right now, you want to go with tier 4 in my opinion. Right, we were going to look at the event, I'm sorry. So this is exactly how the event is doing right now. Like I'm gonna buy some stuff as well, but I was hoping to get just 1 more of these. Now this exactly is what I did. So I've actually done a lot of this. It's only the barbs that I didn't do. Like when it came to doing barbs, I just didn't see the benefit in it. So yeah, I did miss some stuff. Help your allies 300 times. Okay, yeah, I lacked a little bit in here. Make 200 alliance donations, maybe here a little bit as well. Increase your building power. I probably should have done that. Purchase 80 items from the courier. Like I actually missed on some stuff, not too much, but some stuff. Now we never got the level 2 feast, and I'm really mad when it comes to this, because I feel like we could have done a lot better. But yeah, okay, what do we have in here that I can buy? Let's see. What's something that doesn't... Okay, yeah, let's get this. Disable this. Whatever, like I'm not gonna get anything anymore. Should I get like golden keys? I feel like honestly I believe that golden keys is a lot more important than getting like food, so I'm changing whatever I have for like golden keys right now. Let us see the ranking. Honestly, I'm not doing that good in the rankings. Like I didn't hard try too much for this event. It didn't feel like that much of an important event. Honestly, it didn't feel that important, to be honest. I don't know, I'm actually expecting for the 7k gem event, which is coming really soon. The 7k gem event is coming in like 10 days or something in 3269, and that's exactly the one that I'm waiting for. Also, like I said, we have the Alliance Mobilization event, which is basically coming soonish. And the Alliance Mobilization event is basically gonna show exactly in what state 3269 is. I'm hoping for us to be active enough. A lot of people from 3269 are not exactly feeling it when it comes to the Alliance Mobilization event, which I believe it's one of the best events. I honestly don't realize it. Like, I just don't understand why people don't want to push for the Alliance Mobilization. The Alliance Mobilization has probably some of the best rewards in existence. Like, you have materials, you have armaments, you have like speed ups, you have everything that you want. And it's up to your picking. And a lot of people don't realize that. Like, you actually have equipments there, you have materials, you have everything. Why would you not want to like crazy grind for the Alliance Mobilization event? I actually went so far as to, well, the last time that we had the event, I actually was staying as an R4 of my kingdom for like 3 or 4 hours in a day just to refresh the quests. That's how much I wanted everyone to push, and in the end we got like level 9. How crazy and how sad is that? Like, we only got level 9 the last time that we tried this event. So I'm hoping that it's gonna be a lot better this time. If it doesn't, I ain't gonna lie, I'll be really disappointed. I will be really disappointed because I was expecting a lot better from 3269. The first time that I came in here, we actually got first rank in the Alliance Mobilization. We got, I believe we got level 14 out of like 18 levels. So all of that, man, it's just going from level 14 to level 9 in the event. It's actually crazy. The amount of dead weight. The amount of people who never try to do any quests, who never try to do anything, and they still got the rewards. I feel like we should be treating the Alliance Mobilization event the same way we treat ROK of Osiris, where you kick out everyone, or you just don't include anyone who doesn't hard try. I feel like that's really important. It's really important that we don't allow people to partake in the Alliance Mobilization event for free. There is no crazy grind. I'll train 300k tier 5 troops and I'm done. Do you mean like for the Alliance Mobilization event, or do you mean like in total? If you mean like for the Alliance Mobilization event, you don't even need to train that many troops, man. Like, all you can do, like, you can basically just like collect resources. You can just collect resources and you are still grinding enough. Man, the water camp is actually doing amazingly well, I'm not gonna lie. For a kingdom, duality, hello man, I'm sorry, welcome to the stream. I just noticed you, brother. For a kingdom who is fighting 1 versus 2, these guys are amazing. They are pushing both enemies at the same time in here. It only feels bad that, yeah, they're not exactly getting much done from their allies. Like, the allies unfortunately keep burning in here. They are not doing good at all. They are just being destroyed. And yeah, this is really bad. Like, okay, they keep like back flagging, which will basically save them some time. But if you're unable to beat your enemies, the back flagging is not exactly gonna do much. Yes, for the AM, but we need the high points quest so we get first place and max the rewards. Well, you have a lot of, technically you're right, but even if you're not the type of person who will spend resources in the Alliance Mobilization, all you can do is just like collect some resources. You still can get like some really good quests with like 150 points per quest. So if you do like 10 quests, you will get like an average of about 1,300 to 1,400 points, which is actually really good. Like, if you get as an alliance, like supposing you have like what, you have 150 players. Now supposing that 120 of those actually earn like above like 1,000 points, you are doing really good in the AM mobilization event. So you need about 80% of your players to do more than 1,000 points or 1,200 points, and you are doing good. The back flags are mostly for like TP spots. If you mean like for like a 4 drop, I don't feel like the enemy would have any interest in like 4 dropping so much in the back line. Like, there's honestly, why would you even back 4 drop? Because you aren't stuck in any pass. 4 dropping in the enemy like behind, I don't feel like it would really help them too much. Well, 1,200 points are not enough. You need to do at least 1,600 points, or you will not get the rewards from us. Honestly, a lot of people in here would never get 1,600 points, but if you can get at least 1,200, I feel like that should be respectful enough. Like, if you can do at least 1,200, that should be good enough, you know. But the problem is that the last time we did it, we had about 30% of the players who had done over 1,500 points. We had another 20% who had done about 1,200, and we had like 50% who were literally less than 500 points. About 30% of them were literally 0. So if you have like so many people with 0 points, what can you like expect? I feel like a lot of those people should be punished, and by punished I mean like the next time that you have the event, you should just not allow them to partake in it. Like, I'm sorry, the last time you were not active enough, you have to prove yourself, and you will probably be penalized for the next 3 AM events. Not 4 drop is for cities, so you can get more field. Oh yeah, that is true. That is true. Like, I fail to recognize the fact that a lot of you guys have no room to actually teleport into. But that being said, why aren't you guys like killing this? Like, you should be killing these barbs from all sort of like, well, all of these. Like, you should really kill the barbs, man. I don't feel like kill the barbs, collect the resources. Now I know it's really not easy because a lot of people will like try and attack you, but you should look at this. Like, this is like free space right here. All you gotta do is like keep collecting those resources. You can do it with farm, 1,000 points main, and farm should be easy to reach level 15. Exactly, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not looking to get like level 18. We are looking to get like level 14 or level 15 or even level 12. Like, that's good enough, you know. But to get level 9, that's like really crazy scary, man. Like, to get level 9 out of an alliance mobilization event, that's really scary. Ooh, okay. Wait, you can teleport on barbs? What? Kind of sound like dead weight, to be honest. If you do something like this, I'm gonna zero you. 500 points is crazy. Exactly, 500 points is crazy. You should just be penalized. Like, the next time that you have an alliance mobilization event, you should not even be a thing. Like, you should be penalized for the next like 2 or 3 alliance mobilization events. Maybe not zeroed, but you should definitely be penalized. Like, it's okay. Like, I'm sorry, brother, you didn't do good enough 3 times. Now you just cannot enter the event. Either that, or the next time that you are not going to be available because you have like personal issues in your life, you just have to notify me so I at least do not register you. I feel like being honest, it's really good. Anyway, man, I didn't know, honestly, I didn't know that you can teleport on barbs. I'm not gonna lie, I never tried it. Like, I always try to teleport out of like barb spots, but I do feel like you should still clear out these resource plots. Maybe that's me, but I do believe that you should try at least do that, because you're losing on so much opportunity to have your fighters a lot closer to the fight. in such a way that you can actually support your fight. Let's see what's going on in here. Okay, oh my god, they have actually been surrounded. They have actually been surrounded. Like, how terrible is this? Are they like at least burning the fort? Yes, they are. But okay, I was not expecting this. The main fight is actually going, wow. This is going really like well, like the water camp, man. These guys are putting in the work, like, love them or hate them, the water camp is really putting in the work. Even here, like, they're burning the flag, they're trying to get everything. I feel like a thing that actually helps the water camp a lot is the fact that they are not fighting in multiple points at the same time. They will all set phase. I thought so too, but apparently they were able to retreat quite nicely. Yeah, the resource nodes are crazy, but if people 5 March and not have 7 Marches, it's kind of hard. Yeah, I feel like you should just like seek some maybe help from your farms, from like the water camp or something. Like, at a certain point, you should just find a way to just get those 4. God damn it! I hate it when I stutter. I really do hate it when I stutter. But as I was saying, like, at a certain point, you should find a way to actually get this resource plots removed. So whenever it's like by farms, or you maybe just like ask for help from the water camp, so they can send some farms all the way from here. Like, just send them, like, just keep farming. This really, because you can teleport like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 cities in total, when instead you can actually teleport a lot more. Did they break through? Yeah, they somehow actually managed to break through, man. It's actually crazy the way that the water camp is actually fighting both enemies right now. There's no space for farms, and water camp got their own problem. Oh, no, you didn't understand me. I didn't mean like your farms. I mean like the water camp farms. Like, these guys maybe should like ask for help from the water camp to just TP, like log in into like one of their farms. Keep the farms out, like, not exactly like keep the farms in here, but keep the farms out. But just like send like the nodes so you can like farm them. I feel like they should be able to do that much. No matter how much problems they have, like, they should take like 2 seconds for you to log into one of your farms and to just send your farms like to farm the resources there, in order to like secure that your allies are able to, god damn it, are able to put in a lot more cities into the field, so you can fight a lot better and have more activity while fighting. I was doing this, like, honestly, I was doing this a lot when it came to like my KVK, because okay, personally I only have like 1 March, I only fight with 1 March, but I was actually doing this a lot with in my KVK, where I was trying to clear land for my allies. I was using the rest of my marches to just clear land. And I do feel like that helped quite a bit. Whenever we were like team fighting for the level 7 pass, and we were just like, we didn't have land enough for us to be close to the fight, I was actually trying all the time to just keep clearing. Even when my marches were being attacked, I would just like resend like level 1 siege so you could farm again to just like clear the spots. And I could have got, probably I believe that I got like 10 to 15 new cities, new allies into the fight just by clearing the camps throughout those hours. So even small stuff matters technically. Like, sometimes a team fight or KVK is all about the small details. Like, I've seen a lot of KVKs and a lot of kingdoms who are able to do most of the main stuff. They're able to do really well, but it's like in the small details where good kingdoms or bad kingdoms show themselves, if I may say so. Again, I'm not trying to be like disrespectful towards like 3208 or anything like that. Like, I'm sure that you are a really good kingdom, but I'm trying to say that but sometimes you just need to find like exactly what the problem is and how to solve it as quickly as possible. And I do believe that the water camp can make a lot of more room in here if you wanted to. That being said, I don't feel like the Earth camp right now has a problem when it comes to like space. I feel like it's more of a problem about numbers. So, even though you have plenty of space to teleport into, I feel like a lot of people just are not teleporting to fight anymore. So maybe either like the Earth camp is in their most inactive hours to the point where like everyone is sleeping, or maybe they just gave up on the fight. You know, I'm sure that Spark might be really mad at me right now because I keep like in a sense like I keep just like criticizing the way that, well, the way that the game is being played, but I'm just stating my own opinion. I have nothing against like Spark or 3208 or the Earth camp in particular. Like, I'm just trying to state like my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, like we don't know about that. We can just speak over it, but yeah. So I just want to point out that I'm not trying to be disrespectful towards anyone in here. I'm just like trying to give an opinion when it comes to whatever it is that I'm looking at. I might not be like the best KVK analyzer though, so maybe I'm not the right person that you should be taking advice from. It's not downtime for us? Oh. Wait, okay. So this is the new map right now, okay. See what's going on in here. Yeah, this actually keeps burning. Like, this actually keeps burning. Like, the props to the water camp, like they are actually burning their enemies quite a bit. Of course, they're being burned down as well. Like, it's not only the enemies who are there they are burning, but they're not able to defend that well against two kingdoms. But that being said, they're pushing a lot faster than they're being pushed. These 3 flags should fall in what, like 10 minutes or something? So if water camp actually keeps this one up, they are going to be able to push the enemy quite a bit. Oh shit, they have such a strong kill train? Yeah, they do. They are actually putting amazing work when it comes to like burning down, and they are fighting 2 enemies at the same time. Mind you, like these guys are fighting 2 enemies at the same time. They are fighting both the wind camp and the fire camp. Let me just see who it is they're fighting in here. I believe it's the fire camp, yes. So they're fighting the fire camp in here, and they're fighting the wind camp in here. And they're burning both sides. Let's look at this KVK from the fire camp perspective for like a second. Okay, now this one is burning. Well, no, this one is not burning. But is it connecting? Yes, it is. So technically, I feel like this is going to be the next objective that the fire camp has, that the water camp has. This is probably going to be what they will try next. I was in call with 1606 leadership again, and they are putting work into the KVK like crazy. Yeah, man, I can definitely see that. Like, these guys are amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I actually understand now why. Okay, let me just bookmark this like real soon, like 3208 KVK Pillow Fight 2. Just because I have to like go to like my own kingdom for just a second, tiny second, so I can collect some gems. But as I was saying, only now I realize why In every single KVK, well, YouTuber that I went to, everyone that was streaming this KVK, they were like 1606 KVK. I completely realize now why 1606 is basically so much loved. Like, these guys are animals. They're like beasts when it comes to like team fighting, and you just cannot watch this KVK and not love them for all the work that they're putting in. I ain't gonna lie, like 1606 is crazy monsters. Look at this. I don't even know how. Like, honestly, I don't even know how. Okay, I don't even know what the enemy is doing right now. Are they like trying to save this KVK? Yeah, so they're gathering here. Yeah, I believe they're literally gathering here to protect this flag. Oh, okay. So it's between. Yeah, okay. I feel like what they will probably do is go for this flag right here, because the enemy is actually. Yeah, they're trying to defend this one, and it's a lot easier to burn this one down than burn this one down right now. But yes, 3208 is definitely, I'm sorry, like 1606 is definitely putting in the work, and they should be praised for that. It's crazy just how much work they're putting in right now. (1606) is mentality is crazy, but they are so chilled when you talk to them. You just gotta love those guys, man. You just gotta love them. Like, even in here, like, they were like being surrounded. Even in zone 5, they were like in here, they were being surrounded, and they had like an amazing fight. Even if they didn't have the most of territory, they were like in a really bad disadvantage. They still did an amazing job. Okay, now I don't know why you need flags in here, but Lamar, Fridge is on the field. Wait, can you explain to me who Fridge is? I have no idea, honestly. Like, I really have no idea who Fridge is, man. Oh, guys, you should really oh yeah, they should definitely, they're probably 100% gonna go for this. Yeah, charge, let's go. Like, they're actually going for this. This is gonna be an epic team fight right here. There's gonna be an epic team fight. Look at them. Look at that. Like, this is both fire camp and water camp. I promise you. I'm sorry, fire camp and wind camp. Yes, look at this. All of them. Oh, it's gonna be an amazing team fight right here, man. At the bottom, many like 70 million power. I'm not gonna lie, man. If 1606 actually loses this KVK, I'm gonna be really sad, because I'm seeing these guys fight like crazy, to the point where I believe that 1606 is now my most preferred, or my, yeah, I'm definitely a fan of 1606 after this, man. I'm seeing these guys be literal beasts, so I'm definitely a fan of these guys. No matter what happens in the upcoming KVKs, I'm definitely gonna be supporting 1606 a lot more. Now again, I'm a streamer, so may the best win, but you can still be a fan, man. You can still just be just a little tiny bit subjective to whatever you see. I believe that's what makes it fun of it. I cannot wait for this to start. I cannot wait for this to start. Let's go. Let's go, man. I cannot wait for this to start, man. This is gonna be an amazing fight. And look at this, like, it's still gathering. Like, 1606 is still gathering people, man. They're still gathering people. Look at all the guys coming in. Coordinates 530, 532. Okay. I'll check this guy out in like a second, because I really want to see this this charge, man. I want to see who wins it. I'm really curious about it. I'll check the Fridge guy in like a second. Let's go 1606. That's like half the field 1606 got. Oh, they're going only for one side. They're going for one enemy. Oh, you know, this guy's AFK though. Like, I can definitely see a guy in here who's AFK. Sad. Okay. Okay. Let me just zoom out just so we can see exactly what's going on. Okay. They're going for both, but they want the allies to basically fight each other. Well, yeah, that's like a really good strategy, and it's a really good strategy from the wind camp and the fire camp to actually stay divided. So we see that these guys are not fighting with each other, and I believe that what 1606 right now is doing there is just that they're trying to back off just a little bit more so they can unify the bolts of their enemies. But yeah, it's probably not gonna work. It's probably not gonna work. Although, okay, I can definitely see in here. Okay, they're almost unifying. Like, they're almost unifying right now. Actually, let me go like this. Let me go like the wind camp so we can see exactly what's going on in here. It's a lot easier to see like this. Duality, hello man. Welcome to the stream for the second time. How are you doing? Okay, so now the two bolts have almost unified in a sense. So it's not actually impossible for these guys to actually tag each other right now. And what 1606 is doing, even though they are technically being pushed back, is actually really good, because the closer they are to their own field, the easier it is for these guys to like reinforce themselves, whereas it makes it a lot more difficult for the wind camp and the fire camp to actually reinforce themselves so far away from the team fight, from the field fight. Okay, so it's actually good to fight. Like right now the 1606 is technically being pulled back, but at the same time they are fighting into their own territory. They have the buffs, they are fighting a lot better, they are in a lot of a better position. The enemies are almost like being collapsed with each other, so there's like risk of that as well. So I'm not gonna lie, 1606 is basically playing this at the best possible strategy right now. Even if they're fighting a 1 versus 2, they are playing exactly where they should, which is their own field, their own like fight. They are like closer to their own cities, the enemy is really far away. All of this actually can change the way the trades go, and you can actually see this. Like right now, a lot of like 1606 is basically reinforcing itself. Good, lights went out as soon as I sent hello earlier. Oh man, that sucks. That really sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. We don't exactly have problems with electricity anymore, but I remember when I was like 5 years old or maybe 10 years old, like we are talking about the 2005 or 2010 type of year, we had in Albania, like we had like crazy electricity problems. Like we're talking like they would go away almost daily. Like almost every single day we would lose like electricity for like 2 hours, 3 hours, to the point where it was a common justification for us as students to go into the school and be like, I didn't study yesterday because I actually had no electricity into my home. But thankfully we do not have those problems anymore. So yeah, Albania has changed a lot for the better ever since I was like a young person. I gotta go. Bye bye. Have a good stream. Mr. Hey, thank you for stopping by the stream, brother. And yeah, definitely love the support, man. Have a good night as well. Sweet dreams. I would love to see you in my next stream. Yeah, I definitely have to keep saying thank you to people like Mr. Hey, to Duality, to Spark, to everyone, to Yasin, who literally stop by my stream almost every single time that I make one. I cannot be more than thankful for these guys. I feel like they are amazing people. I feel like, well, even I don't have the determination to stop by the other streams like so much. Like I visit the Lambo stream sometimes. I visit like the Lefty the Spartan stream. I love both of those people. I love like 12-inch penis. But that being said, man, the way that these people like support me and my streams, I'm not gonna lie, it's really, really unique, and I cannot be more than thankful to the fact that they can do so much more with the like. There's definitely other things to do in their life, but instead they are coming in here, they are being really respectful to me, to my stream, to my hard work and everything. And yeah, you just gotta be thankful. So Scutes is not on 69 anymore. The last that I know of Scutes is that unfortunately he is having some trouble with the 69 leadership. As far as I know, he was gifted an account a little bit earlier, like I don't know exactly when, but all I know is like earlier, which technically he was supposed to play in, and whenever he was gifted that account, he was not asked for the account back later, so he actually spent money on the account and everything, and now whoever gave it to him is actually asking for that account back. But now Scutes has actually really invested into the account, so it's really hard for him to give the account back, you know. And yeah, that's basically where the problem arises. Now, the latest update is that Scutes is going to play one more KVK with that account, and after that he's going to give it to whoever gifted him in the first place, which I'm not going to lie, if I were to give a personal opinion, I would say that's really dumb. Because if you're going to give me an account and you're going to be like, this is your account now, it's like you just cannot ask for that account later. It makes no sense. It's kind of like we're not children anymore. If you're giving something to me, you cannot expect me to give that thing to you back if it was meant as a gift, which I'm not supposed to give back in the first place. Even more if it's an account of a game where Scutes and everyone have really invested so hard in it. So yeah, Scutes is actually facing the problem right now. I feel like what is happening is that he's just gonna play one more KVK with that account, and after that he's giving up. Like he's not gonna be playing that account anymore. He's gonna give it back to whoever gave it to him in the first place. But he's definitely not happy about it, and he hasn't replied to me anymore. I know that a lot of people actually left 3269 for, well, other kingdoms because of this as an issue, and I don't know exactly the state of 3269 right now. We are like, I would say, technically we have a good strong core of members, but at the same time we actually lost a lot of people. And yeah, I feel like this alliance mobilization event, like I said, it's really going to showcase the real state of 3269. I'm hoping that, oh, let's go, man, good job. I'm hoping that 3269 actually shows and proves me wrong, and the fact that we are in a really good position and we are ready for next KVK, but I don't believe that that's going to be the problem. The case. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man, I'm really sad about Scutes. Whenever I came into 3269, Scutes was basically the guy who actually took me in. He was the guy who actually talked to me. He was, if we are gonna talk about the leadership of 3269, I feel like the only person from the leadership that I actually had contact with was Scutes. So I definitely do feel bad hearing that he is not responding anymore. He's not part of leadership anymore. Whatever is going on with him, like, he's been silent. I messaged him on Discord. I never got a reply, honestly, ever since the last time that I messaged him. So I feel like whatever Scutes is going with right now, he probably just gave up. And I would probably be doing the same thing, because let's be honest, man, if someone gives me like, let's suppose that someone gives me 100 million power account, and I abandon the account that I'm currently playing in, I just abandon it. You just cannot come to me like 2 years from now and be like, hey man, you remember the account that I gave to you? I want it back. Because 2 years I was actually improving your account, not mine. So you just cannot be like, hey man, you really worked hard on the account that I gave to you, so now that the account is in a better state, I actually want it back. Personally, I would never let that slide, but then again, I'm the type of person who would never accept an account. Someone actually wanted to give me a 70 million account or something like that before, and they were like, it's yours because I'm gonna be abandoning the game anyway. And I was like, I don't want it, man. I was like, I don't want it. I want my own thing. I want my own account. I know everything about the account that I've been playing Rise of Kingdoms in. Like, this is how I enjoy the game. I enjoy the game whenever I have a creation of mine, being my own account, raising it, making it stronger. Like, if you give me an account of 100 million power, even if what's the name of the whale? I forgot the name. Even if Baba TC Ataturk comes in here and he's like, man, I'm gonna give you the a billion power account, I'm gonna give it to you, I'm gonna be like, I don't want it. And I'm honest, like, I will be like, I don't want the 1 billion account. Even if you come to me with like, I will give you the 1 billion account, and I will make sure that I fill it in for you every single KVK, I still don't want it. Because it's not my creation, like, it's not something that I take pride in. I want my account. That's why I refuse. Like, someone was gonna give me an account, I believe whenever I was like in 3152. I refused it. I was like, hey man, even if you give me the account, I'm not gonna do anything with it, so just give it to whoever wants it. I don't want it. They were like, okay, fine. They gave it to someone else. If I go in my messages right now, I'm 100% certain that I can find the person who wanted to give me the account. Now, I don't want to display their name, but I definitely had someone who wanted to give me the account, and I was like, I don't want it because it's not my creation. You can use it as a farm. It's not the type of account, like a 70 million power account. It's not a farm, man. I wouldn't want it. I'm sorry to say it. I just would not want it. It's just the way it is. So I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, the fact that Scutes took the account in the first place, personally, I would be really skeptical to accept it. And I feel like the worst actually happened. Like, Scutes has actually spent a lot of time and some money, if I'm not mistaken, into the account, and now those guys want it back, and I'm like, yo, you just cannot get it back anymore. You cannot gift me something, make me spend time in it, make me spend money in it, make me spend resources in it, and be like, well, now I want it back. It's like, brother, you cannot have it back. This wasn't the deal in the first place. If you had told me that the deal was that I can only play in it and I would have to give it back, yes, but if you're gonna gift it to me, you just cannot show up one day and be like, hey man, I actually want the account that I gave to you. Like, that's like the worst take ever. So as a person and as a player, if this is the story that I'm telling you, because this is what I know, but maybe I'm wrong, but if this is a story that I'm telling you, then I am definitely 100% on Scutes' side in it. Now again, I'm not gonna go into like a conflict, I'm not gonna go into like a civil war. I don't really care too much. Like, I don't want to go as deep into this drama any more than I should do. Okay, but if you're gonna ask me for like just an opinion, my opinion is that Scutes is right. He was gifted an account to play in it, and he should definitely not be asked to return that account. So yeah, that's where the drama lies. But he's been silent. He hasn't been texting me anymore, honestly. I don't know what he's going through. I don't know exactly what he's gonna do. Maybe he's gonna stay into the kingdom. Maybe he's gonna migrate somewhere. I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know what Scutes is doing, man. All I know is that I feel really bad because Scutes was one of the most hard-working members of 3269. Like, he was one of the best people from leadership. He was always active. He was always trying to make sure that everything was all right. He was a really good leader to 3269. So for the things to actually go sideways so bad, I'm not gonna lie, I actually hate it. I really hate the fact that Scutes was unable to just find his right in all of this drama. But again, like I said, this is the story that I know, but maybe I'm wrong, so I don't want you guys to take my word for it, and I don't want you guys to like blame anyone else. This is why I didn't name the people who wanted the account from Scutes, because yeah, I just don't want to mention any names, man. I don't want to go too deep in the drama. I'm just, as a friend and as a member of 3269, I do feel really bad and really sad that one of our best kings basically just is not part of the game anymore. Oh man, this is gonna burn. Like, this is actually gonna burn. Let's go. Let me just see what's going on in here though. I'm really curious about this. Okay, seems like the fire camp, I'm sorry, it seems like the earth camp actually formed a really good ball in here. Now they are still burning. They're still like burning, but it seems as if they actually made a really good ball. And yeah, maybe it's time for them to just show up in the fight as well. Are they like gonna build anymore in here, or yeah, they're still building. They're still building. They are like, are they gonna farm anything? Yes, they're removing like the gem plots in here. This is good. This is really good. Like yeah, okay, this is good. This is good. Like, they're actually starting to understand the importance of removing the resource plots in order to allow a lot more members to teleport into the zone. And all of this is really important. It's really important that you start farming. You actually create places and plots for your allies to teleport in and keep fighting. Otherwise, yeah, you're gonna fight with only one portion of your members and of your players and of your fighters. But yeah, it appears like at least they are able to maybe defend now. Meanwhile, this is burning right here. It's really good. This one is burning right here. It should actually burn in like a couple of minutes. It should be long. It should be gone. It should not be existing anymore. Maybe they are able to like burn a couple of players like Daniil or Buster. I don't know who, but maybe 1606 is able to burn a couple of players in here. Okay, now they are advancing for, I believe it's this flag that they want to burn. And yeah, I feel like they will probably be able to burn it. You gotta love the brute force, man. You actually gotta love the way that 3269 that 1606 actually like brute forces. Yeah, this one is like, it cannot be saved anymore. This one just cannot be saved anymore, man. Okay, so Buster is online. Like, so this guy is not gonna get caught in it. He's like 2010 million. He's online. Maybe one of these other people in here is not online, but I don't know. I feel like with them being pushed, most of the people who are on the front line, they should probably just be in here. Okay, let's go. So it's good. So they're actually pulling them into their own territory, and now I believe that they're gonna keep fighting. It's actually good, man. I've seen very few kingdoms. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen very few kingdoms who pull the enemy into like their own territory and then they start fighting it. So not a lot of kingdoms actually take advantage of the fact that in your own territory you are like a lot more powerful than the enemy. Not a lot of kingdoms actually do that. Okay, let's see what's going on in here, like down here, who's fighting who. It seems like things are going like on a stalemate. The flags are burning, so of course things are like on a stalemate. They are just waiting for the flags to not burn anymore, and they will probably like push again. This is good though, because it gives the fire camp time to actually keep I don't know why they're not building just a little bit more, like a couple more flags in here. At the same time, like remove the resources, like you take advantage of the fact that everything is like in a stalemate, and you just like create some space for your members to teleport into. Like this is really important. This is really important right now. I see some people are actually trying, like this guy's trying to clear some spots here and there. It's good. It's really good. But yeah, a lot more people should actually try and clear some space. Otherwise, it's really not beneficial. Like just take advantage of the fact that everything is burning, you are on a stalemate, the enemy cannot burn anything more from you, so you have about 10 to 15 minutes where you can actually just collect some resources. Yeah, this one is burning right now. It's gonna take it like what, 10-15 minutes for it to like burn completely. Not anymore. Meanwhile, 1606 is trying to burn this flag right here. It's probably like the only one that is left. After they burn, actually no, after they burn this one, they should probably go, like this one should be the connecting point. Unless they build another flag, which I don't feel like 1606 is gonna try and push more. I feel like they will just try and take a breather. Instead, they will try and maybe burn this one a little bit, or just focus in here, because this one is probably gonna need like one more attack before it burns. It's not enough. Like it's been burning for like about 5 minutes to 10 minutes. It should like stop burning real soon, and you probably need to attack it once more if you want it to like burn completely. But if I'm like 1606, I'm gonna burn this flag right here. I'm gonna like cut the connection, and there's only gonna be this flag who's technically like connecting territories. After this, like probably like focus in here and just like focus in here, and then just maybe like breathe for like a second, because I feel like they've been fighting really hard. A lot of members in here probably need like a break, so yeah, just give them the break. At the same time, like maybe help the fire camp, just collect some resources in here so you can like clear some space and make the fire camp actually fight. Oh, they're fighting. They're actually fighting. They are actually fighting. Okay, let's see how this one is gonna go. I'm really curious about this. I don't know, man. It seems like a lot of these people are just surrendering even before the fight begins. Yeah, they're being like hard dominated by the wind camp. Even though the wind camp is, well, actually fighting here a lot more. Yeah, okay, maybe back off a little bit now, because if you get surrounded, then what's the point, you know? Alright guys, that being said, I feel like I want to call this one a stream. I really gotta go and sleep. I got work tomorrow, so I want to thank you all for the amazing stream. I know it wasn't like the longest stream possible, but yeah, I will start making like 1 to 1.5 hour streams, probably. Like about 1.5 hours is probably like the amount of streaming time that I want to do. I feel like more than this, it actually gets like a lot tiring to the point where it's really not fun. So yeah, I want to make like maybe like 1.5 hours. I feel like 1.5 hours should be like the sweet spot of stream making. I know like a lot of people do like 5 hour streams, like 10 hour streams. Sometimes I want to do them, but then I realize that yeah, like the streams get kind of boring if you want to do them like that. So I will actually think about it. Like I will make like a strategy in my head if I want to make like shorter streams, which personally I'm actually thinking of doing right now, or make like longer streams. I feel like shorter streams are like a lot more efficient. You stream for some time, like 1.5 hours, maybe like 2 hours max, and then you just like stop it. Whereas if you will do like 4 to 5 hours, it's really not gonna help you as much. Like it turns into like a boring stream. No one will basically stay with you for like 5 hours to watch it. So I feel like 2 hour streams, like 1.5 hours to 2 hour streams, are like the sweet spot. Unfortunately, I started streaming today just a little bit late, to the point where I cannot keep up with the stream anymore. I really gotta go and sleep because it's like almost 12 p.m. Otherwise I probably would have streamed for like another 20 minutes. But I feel like right now it's time for me to like call it a day. I will definitely be coming back tomorrow with like another stream. Well, actually, no, I gotta rethink this because I got a cousin who's coming over. So I'll let you guys know. Like, do make sure to join my Discord. If you join my Discord, you know everything about me. Like, you know if I'm gonna be starting the stream, you know if I'm not gonna be starting the stream, because I always notify everyone via Discord. So it's a lot easier, trust me. But yeah, for the day, I feel like it's time for me to call it a night. So I want to thank you all again for like stopping by. Duality, Mr. Hey Hey, Griffin came in here for a while, Spark came in here, like Yasin was here as well. All of you people, I really want to thank you, like on a daily to daily basis. You've been amazing with the fact that you are supporting me so hard. You show up almost every single stream that I do, and I feel like that's really to be to be thankful for. Not a lot of people do that. So yeah, once again guys, thank you for stopping by the stream. Thank you for the support. I love it, and I'll see you guys into the next one.